writer, is that it?
He's both my sons have a company. They're filmmakers, and they did this documentary.
Wonderful.
And one of the radio shows down there interviewed him, and so I could play it back, when you hear it. So
Yeah, good. That's wonderful.
You get a chance. It's Kramer, as you know.
I gotcha. Hi, Mary. Okay. All right. Well, I think we're going to get started. I don't know where Dorothy is, but we're a minute, so let's just get started. So, I sent you a lot of resources that they had given us, and just put them into your Google. Click on them, look at them. Just anytime. Is always interesting. I'll try and send you things. I sent you the Passover YouTube. I don't know if you had a chance to hear it or not. That was toward the bottom of the page. That was also a link, and it's done in Israel, that one, and it's just fun. It's just a fun one. I'll often try and do things like that too. So, any questions before we get started?
I did. I have a question.
Sure.
Could I check out, like, would it be possible, like, if I can find out, my library usually carries lots of lots of foreign language books, and if I got a little children's book, would that be like okay to like start practicing with that, just to sort of, because I thought, oh, if it has nice pictures, I'd do it with my granddaughter.
I mean, a Hebrew book?
Yeah, like a little Hebrew story, but like like the how the baby books they have in English, like this is red. This
yeah.
Is that I mean, it couldn't hurt, right?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, Goodnight Moon, I don't know if any of you remember it or read it, but Goodnight Moon was a popular book. I know when my kids were little, and they have it, Lila Tove it is, I think it's called, and it's all in Hebrew. So you can always look for that one. I know that one's in Hebrew, and it's wonderful if you can start talking to your children, your grandchildren, nieces, nephews in Hebrew. It's good practice for you, and they hear it. I think it's a shame that many of us in America only know one language. So it's nice to know another language. It is. So okay, all right. So let's go on. We are going to screen share. And we are going to go into this. I don't think I need sound, but I'll put it on. Okay. So I said we were going to stop at the top of page 23. This is Baruch Hu. And that's part of one of the prayers. This is that vow. And honestly, I don't know why so many people forget there's 3 dots on an angle. There's 3 dots on an angle. This is the U, which I say is, like getting punched in the stomach. It's an U. And the 3 dots also U, as in it. He shows later as in boot. He'll show all the different letters with U. So U is the Vav with a dot in the middle and the 3 dots. So I'm going to read these 2 lines, and then I'm going to let you all read on, because this is pretty basic. This is an aleph and an ayin, so you don't hear anything, you just hear ooh, ooh. But then you come to a consonant, hey, who. It's like hello. Chu, because that's a chaf, chu. Lu, mu, ru, shu. The dot is on the right. We'll learn that a little later. Shu. Tu, you. Like in yellow, the yud, you. And then same thing, but the 3 dots. Oo, oo, who, lu, mu, ru, shu, tu, you. All right, so I'm going to start having you all read 2 lines. And this is just a beginning, but then you'll see that we'll start putting words together. Actually, not necessarily words all the time, but consonants. The object is for you to hear the different ways and hear how different consonants can form with the vowels. So let's start with Mary, if you'll do lines 3 and 4, please.
Okay. Who, ku,
No, not ku. It's a chaf.
Okay.
Chu. That's that guttural.
Okay. Who, who,
Good.
who, ooh.
This is
Oh
the
no.
final chaf.
Okay. Ooh.
Good. Hmm.
Ooh. Ooh.
Right.
Um, bar, 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 baruch, baruch, baruch,
Good.
baruch.
Yes. Yep. And it means blessing. Baruch. That's the beginning of all of our prayers. Baruch atah Adonai. Blessed us. Blessed is the Lord. Okay. So now, Marge, please read for 5 and 6.
U, Uch, Ruch, Baruch, Baruch,
Yes.
Baruch, Baruch. U, Hu, Rechu,
Good.
Baruchu, Baruchu, Baruchu.
Right. Right. Baruch Hu is the beginning of one of our blessing. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamvorach. And that's when we bow to the Lord. Okay. And then 7 and 8. Eileen, please read 7 and 8.
Baruch, Baruch,
No, this is Baruch Hu.
Baruch, yeah. Baruch, 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 you,
Uh-uh. It's just the vowel.
who,
Mm-hmm.
who, 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 Baruch, who.
Yes. That's part of that prayer. Okay. Um, Helena, I don't think made it on, so let's go Leslie. 9
Baruch,
and 9. Go ahead.
okay, Baruch Hu, Baruch Shmo, Baruch Adonai,
Yes, thank you. And 10.
Baruch Melech HaOlam, Baruch Hu.
Yes. Mm-hmm. He's just put words together here. It would be other part of the prayer would have other words in it. So this is just learning how to put different words together. All righty. Janice, if you would read 11 and 12, please.
Baruchu et Adonai, Baruchu et Adonai, lo, lolam, Olam,
Right.
Baruch hu, Baruch hu, Baruch.
Right. So in most cases, when you would see Olam, there would be the shva, the 2 dots under it. Rabbi Galinkin just puts these together just so you learn to, sound them out is really what it is. So here he goes back to here is U and who. You all knew this, but he puts the hey and the yud as a substitution for the divine name. He says it's read Hashem. We in our movement, you have some people who say Hashem, and you have many others who just say Adonai. One thing I learned years ago from a rabbi is Hashem means the name. And those that are Orthodox and very, very much more traditional feel that God has no name. We can't give him a name, so we call him the name. But to say God, but God's a word that we've created anyway. We created God. We say Adonai, even though that's only a hey and a yud. But so it doesn't. You're not doing anything wrong if you read it Adonai, if you read it Hashem. It actually Hashem would be more consonants there. You'd have a shin, and you'd have a hey, a shin, and a mem. But many people will do that. They'll just say that this is Hashem, the name, because they don't want to say God. But God's a word that we created anyway. In the Torah, it's Yud Hey Vav Hey is what God has said his name is. Yud Hey Vav Hey, which there's many people say, well, there's really no way to pronounce it. Christians will pronounce it Yahweh. I don't know if you've heard that, Yahweh, but we will say Adonai, Adashem, Hashem, because there's really no name in the English language for God. Okay, so let's go on to line 24. Baruchuni. Okay, we're putting a lot more Baruchuni, and ni meaning we. So we're going over the nun. This is the nun in a word, the beginning and the middle of a word. This is the nun. As you see, it's a little bit flat here. It's got that little curve. This is the final nun. Has that same curve at the top, but it's a longer line. So okay, let's see. Dorothy, are you on?
Yeah, I'm sorry I was late. I had some trouble with my computer.
That's okay. That's all right. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you to read lines 1 and 2, please.
Okay, so ni, ne, na, no, nu, no,
How about look at line 2?
Oh, known. Is it
Yeah,
known?
one dot.
Oh, neen, sorry.
But not neen. This is a
Nich.
final, right,
Nich.
right.
Nich, Neil, Neem, Neen, Nee,
Now,
Near,
what's this? Right.
Near, Niche, Neat.
Nope. No. Oh, here's niche. I'm sorry, I thought you went near. Okay, and this last one?
Neat.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Okay, good. So everybody see that with those finals, the ones that are finals, certain have them. A lamed can be at the end. A resh can be at the end. A shin could be at the end. We've seen that before. Tav definitely could be at the end. We don't have finals with that. All righty. Okay, let me mark you down as here too. Okay, Mary. Let me hear you read lines 3 and 4.
3 and okay. Noonie, Mooney. Let's see. Is that the? No.
That's this. This is the same letter
Okay.
consonant as this
Yeah,
one.
Yep. Noonie. Rooney. Shooney. Toonie. Hooney.
Yes.
Who.
Say it again.
Who.
Yes.
Who. Me. Who. Me.
Mm-hmm.
Ba.
Mm-hmm.
Ru.
You're going to hear this, the sound of it.
Rehu.
Not Ray, just
No.
Re.
Rehu.
Chu. Rechu.
Rehu.
Mm-hmm.
Ni.
Mm-hmm.
Baru.
Not Ruch. Bare.
Baru.
Bare. Re. Just the R sound.
Barahu. Ni.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so the 2 dots is just like a tiny sound there
What 2 dots? Tell me what are you talking
under
about?
under the resh.
Right, it's the schwa. So it's just sometimes it blends with it. Sometimes you hear it. Barachuni, r. You hear r. Where else does he have it? He doesn't have it anymore here. But it's the sound of the consonant, the letter. Not with any other vowel attached to it. Not with any, just r and h. You hear the h, d, dalid. You hear the d, just like that. Okay. Good. All righty. And now we are on 5 and 6. And Margie, please.
Ni, Baruchu, Baruchuni, 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 Baruchuni. No, yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Baruchu, Baruchuni.
Right. Okay. So there's a yud at the end here. You really don't hear it. Some people make it kind of give it a yeah sound, but you generally you don't. You're saying Barchuni. That's it. All right, so let's go. Eileen, 7 and 8.
Barhuni
Mm-hmm.
la
Not la.
shal
Le.
le shalom
Mm-hmm.
mal ha malhe
It's an olive, so you have to hear just the vowel.
malhe
Mal-a-che.
malhe
You have to say ache.
ache malache
Right.
hashalom
Shalom.
hashalom
Shalom, right. Okay, yes. And 8?
Barhu
No, look at this.
Baruch
Mm-hmm.
Baruchu.
Good. Okay. And then Leslie, 9 and 10, please.
Barchuni l'shalom malachi hashalom malachi elyon
Mm-hmm.
mimelech malchi hamlachim baruchu.
Yes, and that is part of a prayer. All righty. So, as I said, I don't read music, so if you do, that's wonderful. But here we say the nun is used at the beginning or in the middle, as I said. The final nun is only at the end. You have those 5 final letters. They're only at the end. Okay, let's go. Review. So I'm just going to review. I'm going to say it. So this is an aleph, an ayin. Those are our silent letters. A hey, a chaf, a final chaf, lamed, mem, final mem, resh, shin, tav. This is a bet, the yud, the nun, and the final nun. And then we have our vowels. U, e, a, e, a, a. This would be over a letter, so it's O, and with the vav and the dot, it's O, and the shva, it's the sound of the letter. So let's go, Janice, if you would read lines 1, 2, and to the end of 2.
Boachem Baruchuni
Mm-hmm.
Baruchu
Mm-hmm.
Boi
Good.
Baruch Adonai
Mm-hmm.
Baruch Haba.
This one too.
Not bar.
Just b.
Baruchim Habaim
Mm-hmm.
Baruch Shmo.
Good. Baruchim habaim is welcome. Welcome your friends. Welcome. Okay. So let's look at lines 3 and 4. And Dorothy, would you please read lines 3 and 4?
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam bar bat barit olam barit shalom.
Right. The Brit is the covenant. Brit Olam is the covenant with the world, covenant of peace, shalom, Barit. Okay, let's see. Lines 5 and 6. Mary.
Shabbat Shalom. Bori.
2 dots.
Oh, Bore.
Yes.
Bali.
Mm-hmm.
Bo. Ba. Bam.
Good.
and Bo.
No,
Boo.
no.
Boo.
What's this?
Oh, Banu.
Yes. And number 6?
Ray.
No, not Ray. Look at that.
Birahu.
No, say it. What's this?
Biraha.
Yes.
Biraha.
Yes, good.
Bima. Rabi.
No,
Rabi.
it's a line. Say it again.
Rabi.
Yes.
Bomb.
Now,
Beam.
what's his
Beam.
first one? Yes.
Beam. Ben.
Line.
What's a line?
Yeah.
Bomb. Oh,
Yes.
beam bomb.
Okay.
Okay.
Beam bomb. And this?
And that's Benu.
One
Beni.
dot. Yes.
Beni.
Beni. Right. So bim bam, if any of you have heard it, I mean, sometimes they do it in services if they have some children there. But bim bam is bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. And then they sing Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. They go on and on. So it's interesting he brought that in there. Okay, so we're on a yud. Here's the yud and line 7 and 8. And Marge, please sing. Please, Margie, please say that.
Elyon, Amim,
No. Say this one again.
Yamim,
Yes.
Yam,
Good.
Ya'ar, Yamim, Mayim.
Okay.
Ayalot,
Good.
Yamin, Yitain, Yerushalayim.
Good. Yes. Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Mayim is water. This is all part of a prayer. Okay. So now we'll look at the nuns and we're reviewing them. So let's see. Eileen, if you would do 9, including this, and 10. Go ahead.
Barhuni. Bar. Nina.
No, not, there's no E, it's the 2 dots. So it's the N sound, just the N sound. Try it again.
Rana.
No, start at the beginning.
Rana.
Na. It's ra, na.
Na.
Okay, you gotta look at each one of them.
Yeah.
Look at each one.
Yes.
It's a mouthful.
Yes.
Na.
Na.
Right.
Na. Ri. Ha.
Na, it's an iron.
Na. Nari. Ya.
You don't hear the yud now.
Oh.
So you just hear these 3. So try it again.
Nariya.
It's an iron. Naria.
Yes.
Say this again.
Nariya.
Not ya. You don't hear that yud.
Yes.
Naria. Right.
Nariya. And a is that an A low?
This is a nun.
Oh no. Nalo.
There is no, it's
Oh,
not, that's a smudge. That's a smudge on his paper.
Okay.
I know. It's it's nail. Yes.
Mar.
Right. Okay. And then 10.
Oh. Nair. No ra.
Good.
Ani.
Mm-hmm.
Sha, Sha, Shay,
Nash.
Shani,
Good.
Bay, Ni,
Mm-hmm.
El, Mo, Na,
Not Mo. Look at it. The dot's in the middle.
El, Elmo, Elmu, Na,
There's no lamed. So say it again. Look at, just
E,
read what you said.
Mu, Na,
Good.
Mu, Na,
No,
Nay.
no, yes. Okay.
Nay.
Right. Read what you see. That's good. Okay. This is also part of a song. Naria, Naria, Etzor, and it goes on. I'm not going to go with the songs. It'll take too long.
What does Emuna mean again? I forgot what it meant.
What?
Emuna.
Emuna. Beni Umuna. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know all my Hebrew words.
Yeah, that's fine. I remember it. I knew what it meant, but I didn't remember
Yeah.
what it was.
You
Yeah.
could, yeah. Emuna. Emuna's truth.
Oh,
Sorry, truth.
yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Emuna, truth.
Yeah, that makes
You know,
sense.
yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, and
Emuna's
that's the same
truth.
thing because even like in Yiddish, emes means truth, so it's the same thing.
Right.
Almost the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Emuna is truth.
Yeah. Okay.
This one, Nair is a candle. Nair Talmid, the everlasting light, the light Nair, and Raz, the plural. Okay. All right. So let's go on with 11. And who just read Eileen? So Leslie, please read 11 and 12. That was a long sigh. Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting organized here. Barnu,
Ba, it's ba.
Banu,
Mm-hmm.
Menu,
Mm-hmm.
Yamenu,
Right.
Libenu, Hishmain,
And one dot.
no, Hishmiyanu, Hishmiyanu,
Nah, you don't hear the yud because this is ayin is its own letter. So
Hishmiyanu.
yes, good. Okay.
Okay. Otanu, Alenu, Elohinu,
No, two dots.
Eloheinu,
Mm-hmm.
Noon.
Good. Okay, very good. All right, so now we are and what he calls review and expansion. So he's going to put more letters together. So we're looking at the ones down here. This is the O. And I'm just going to say this one, El Yon. Oh, Yon. But then here's our final nun. So we're going to read this, the final nun. And Janice, if you would please read lines 2 and 3.
Amen, Yamin, Hamon,
Good.
Yitain, Ain,
Mm-hmm.
Mean,
Okay.
Yerushalayim,
Mm-hmm.
Yerushalayim, Romamu,
Mm-hmm.
Lachu.
Good. Okay. When you're putting the Torahs away, we sing the song Romamu Adonai Eloheinu, and that's in joy of putting the Torahs away. Okay.
So
All
when
right.
he writes, sorry, Yerushalayim, he spells it two different ways. Is that because it can be spelled two different ways? Or he's just trying to have
He's
us-
just showing you. He
That's what I
just wants.
thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is spelled this way, the first way,
The first one,
Yerushalayim.
yeah.
That's how it always is.
Mhm.
But honestly, he really just wants everyone to be thinking and
Right, yeah.
looking and
Mhm.
concentrating. Okay. So because sometimes, honestly, there may be sometimes that a certain spelling only comes with one word. One word. I mean, I can't name you them right now, but I've looked at it and thought that's not how it normally is. So it's one time. Most of the time it's the same, but
Mhm.
that's why he's just wants you to get used to that. All right, so let's go with 4 and 5. And Dorothy.
Baruch, Baruchu, Baruchuni, Hu, Amen, Mamu, Yamenu, Yamin, Amina.
Yep, say it again.
No, Emuna.
Yes,
The
Amuna.
word I was asking.
All right, so that's your mems, but then we're going to talk about the final mems. So, are you on 6, I think, right? Did you read 2? Yes, you did.
I read
All
two,
right.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go on, Mary. 6 and 7. And
Okay.
this is our final mem and our lamed.
Okay. Bomb, beam, bomb, bomb.
No, look at this.
No. Oh, is that 2 dots?
And that's
Doesn't-
a line. It's a
Oh,
line.
okay. Yeah. Baim.
Say it again.
No. Meim. Neem.
Ah,
Maim.
Maim. Mm-hmm.
Maim. Okay, so this is Yerushalayim.
Good. And then here.
Elyon.
Mm-hmm.
Malay.
Look at this.
Malenu. Oh,
Look, that's an iron.
Alenu.
Good.
The Benu.
Not 2 dots. Here's 2 dots. You can see.
Banu.
Yep.
Libanu.
And what's 2 dots?
Oh, A.
Yes. So now say it.
Libenu.
It's a bet. Libenu.
Oh, vet.
Yes, that's a bet.
Oh,
With the dot
Livain-
is a bet. Right.
Livenu.
Benu. Okay. And then this one.
Yerushalayim.
Yes. Okay, good. All righty. Margie, if you would do 8 and 9, please. And we're going on a chaf and a final chaf.
Baruchu, Baruchuni, Baruchim, Baruch, Baruch Haba.
Say that again.
Haba.
Yes.
Okay. Baruch Hu.
Okay, good. I thought I heard something extra there. All right. 10 and 11. Let's go with Eileen. Please read 10 and 11.
Rabbi Ba
Not ba. B.
Berahi
No, the same vowel.
Beraha
Yes.
Bo Ray Barit
It's
Barit
just, right, bereat. Just a b. Bereat.
Barit
And then this one.
Naran I have to get this one again.
You got this one again.
Naran na
All right, so sound it out. Do one
na
letter at a time. Do it again.
na ran na
Nidna. So it's, this is one of those words, there's 2 shvas. Niranina.
na
Okay,
na
good.
Naria
Mm-hmm.
Naria
Mm-hmm.
Ne'emar.
Right. Good. Okay, so if you'll see, Naria, he's just wants you to read this. This has a yud, you don't hear it, and it's an ayin with the ah. Well, here's the same thing. Naria, that's how we're reading it. It's the ayin with an ah, and he's put a hey at the end. Often there is a hey at the end of our words. It doesn't change how it sounds. It changes the meaning sometimes. So, but that's Naria, and that's Naria. Okay, 12 and 13. Let's go with Leslie.
Shabbat, Sheni, Yerushalayim, Shabbat, Bat, Barit,
Good.
Berit.
Yes,
Very.
good. Right. Okay. So Shabbat, you know. Shabbat. Sheni is 2. Yerushalayim, we know. Shabbat. Bat, come. Or Bat is daughter. I'm sorry. Bam is come. Bat is daughter, and Berit. Berit is the covenant. Okay. Very good. So we are looking at the Dalet now, and it's Ha-Ka-Dosh. We did do a kuf before, so it's Ha-Ka-Dosh. I always have to remind a lot of people the Dalet has that little cap on the end. Lots of people confuse it with a resh. Resh is all rounded, like a rounded resh. This is the Dalet. It's got that cap. All right. So the first one, I will do the first one. That's just so it's Dalet. It's a d, day, de, da, do, do. Just showing you your different vowels, the 3 lines or in the middle, over it and over above. Okay, so let's go to lines 2 and 3, and we are with Janice, 2 and 3, please.
3. Okay.
2. Start with
2.
2 first.
2.
Mhm.
Okay. D, deech, deal,
Good.
deem, dean, deer, deet, deesh,
Great. Good. Okay, line 3.
deesh, 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 adish, adish, hadish.
Yes, good. Very good. Okay. Dorothy, please do lines 4 and 5.
Do, duch, duo, doom, doon, door, doet, douche.
Hmm?
Dosh,
What?
dosh.
Say it again. Nah, say it again.
Oh, douche, sorry, douche,
Mhm.
douche, 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 douche,
Right.
hadish.
No, look at that.
Oh, dish,
Oh, say it again. Look at it.
he douche.
Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. Duch is a part of the word duchening, but it would be a chaf. It would be in the middle. I don't know if any of you have watched duchening at the high holidays. It's when the high priest say certain prayers.
Mhm.
All righty. So 6 and 7. Let's go back down to Mary. If you, that's on my list. So if you would read 6 and 7.
Okay. Do, do, dole, dome, dome, dome,
Yes, it's a nun. Don't. Yes.
door, door, dosh.
Good. Okay. It's hard to resh. I have to say, I always hear this. It's doer. It's doer. It's not. It comes out door. Lador vador. It's doer. It's one of those ones that's kind of a mouthful, even though it's a few letters. Okay. Do line 7, please.
Uh, dosh, dosh, adosh, adosh, hadosh.
Good. Yes. Okay, everybody, we're moving along. We're on. That's so interesting. He gave you a kuf, and now we're going with a kuf. Okay, so this is Hakadosh. Kadosh is holy, the Holy One. This is your kuf. It's a K sound. My kids have, we call it a kuf contest, and they have to stand on one foot with the other foot up at their knee to look like a kuf.
Oh,
And
Oh.
it's fun for them, and it reminds them of the letters. So I'm going to do this first line. Key, because it's just a K. Key. K. K. Ke. Ka. Ka. Ko. Ko. ku, ku. All right. So let's do lines 2 and 3. And who just read? Who just read?
I did.
Okay, Mary. All right. Margie Kramer, if you would please read lines 2 and 3.
Al, kam, kan, kar, kash, kat, car.
Ah, look at that. Little
Cod.
cap on.
Cod.
Yes. Okay.
Odd. I mean, cod.
Okay. I thought I heard, but I wasn't sure. Go ahead.
Cod, cod, cod. Ka, di,
Mhm.
Kaddish.
Good. Okay, Kadi. All right. Very good. Eileen, if you would do 4 and 5, please.
Okay. Kier,
No, no, look at that. It's a little cap on the
kid,
end.
oh, kid,
Keed.
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 keed,
Mm-hmm.
keed, keyed, key, douche,
No, what's this? What's this?
key,
All right. Oh, okay. I didn't hear it. Sorry. Go ahead.
douche, key douche,
Right. And 5.
call, calm, con, car,
Good.
kosh, cot, cot,
Mm-hmm.
car,
Yep. Look at that little cap.
cod, cod.
Yes. Okay. All right. So let's see. We are at 6 and 7, I think, right, God? Yes. Okay, 6 and 7. So, Leslie, if you would do 6 and 7, please.
Kaddish, Kaddish, Kiddush,
Mm-hmm.
Kiddush, Cod, 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 Car, Douche,
Just look at that.
Dosh,
No, look at this. This
Oh,
fourth one.
Car,
No, there's no resh. It's just ka.
Ka, sorry,
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Ka, Dosh, Kadosh.
Right. Okay, good. All righty. And then Janice, if you would do 8 and 9.
Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Ha Kadosh, Ha Kadosh, Ha Kadosh.
Okay. So in part of our Amida prayer, we say that Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. I had learned from a rabbi years ago who does talk to us about the aerobics of prayer, and she had said that you raise up. You're actually technically supposed to just keep going up a little higher, a little higher. I think for balance sake, that's why you find everybody going up, down, up, down, up, down. But technically, you go up if you can do it, up and up, because you're raising up to speak to God, to give Him your prayers. Okay. And ha is the. When you see ha in front of a word, it's the. That's what it means, the. So it's hakadosh. It's the holy. Okay. Where are we? That was Janice. Dorothy, if you would read 10 and 11.
Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Baruchuni, La Shalom.
Not la.
Oh, La Shalom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, La Shalom, Malachi, HaShalom, Malachi, Elion.
Okay. All righty. Very good. And okay. Let's see. Mary, read line 12, please.
Okay. Ni melech malache ha
No, look at this.
malachem
Mahameh. What's this?
la
And this. One dot.
hem
Nope.
him
What?
him
Chim. Chim.
ha
It's a chaf.
him hamalachim ha kadosh baruch hu.
Yes, yes. Okay. That's all right. We're gonna go. We've got some more time, so let's get to a tzadi. Okay. So this is the tzadi, which is it's hard to explain it to people if they don't, but it's a tse, like tse. That's how it sounds. Tse, tse. So it's zait chem, zait chem. It's definitely not a T and it's definitely not an S. It's like combining them. So
See.
when you hear it, it's tsi, tsi, say, say, te, ta, ta, so, two, two. When you say it so many times, it's harder. But okay, so let's go on with lines 2 and 3. And I think Mary, you just read, so Margie
Yes.
Kramer. You know what, Mary, read line 2. I'm gonna have you read line 2 to get that in, and then I'll
Okay.
go on. Go ahead.
Say, said,
Said, a dalet, said.
said. Oh, said.
Now, what's this? That's a final.
Oh, sen.
Not a nun, a final.
Final.
Yes, final chaf. Right. So now what does it say?
Se.
Seich. It's
Seich.
seich. Yes, you got to hear that
Seich.
ch. Right.
Okay. Al.
What-
Ale. Ale.
Say it again.
Ale.
Nope.
Oh,
you
sail,
got
sail.
your tzadi.
That's
Say it again.
Sal. Sail.
Yes. Okay.
Sam. Sen.
Nope. Two
Same.
dots.
Same.
Mhm.
Sen.
Nope. Two dots.
Same.
Same. Right.
And sane.
Same. Right. So just so you all know, this is just part of a word with a nun like that. It always, there's never a nun at the end unless it had a yud. If it had a yud after it, a hey, you could have a nun. Otherwise, it's the final nun will be at the end of the word. Okay, so let's do 3 and 4. Margie Kramer. 3
Say,
and
say, aid, air,
no, say it
No.
again.
aid, no, air.
Nope, it's a tzadi.
Oh, say, I'm sorry, fair, say,
Yes.
Seish, sate.
Good. Okay. And that was
Oh,
it. All right,
say-
you do line 4.
say, Techem,
No,
Techem.
3 dots. What is it? Yes, techem.
say Techem.
Right, it's seitchem. It
Say,
actually goes together, right? Yes, seitchem. I was trying to figure out what he was trying to do there. He's putting it together. That's a word, seitchem. All right.
the say and the iron are confusing sometimes.
Which one?
The sate and the iron, for some reason, they're confusing to me.
Oh, yes, I've heard that before. Here, the key is a tzadi is flat here with a line that goes up. Always, it's flat. The ayin, where's an ayin? Here's an ayin. It's rounded here. See how it's rounded? The tzadi has a line flat, sort of there's an angle. The ayin is all rounded. So that's how you can remember. Because it's true, the top looks very similar,
Yeah.
but that's your difference. Always rounded here. Okay? All righty. So you're welcome. And Eileen, if you would read, what time is it? Line 6. Read line 6.
Sate, Satechem,
Mm-hmm.
La Sha,
Not la.
La Le Shalom,
Mm-hmm.
Mal Ha, Mal Ha Che,
Okay.
Ha Shalom, Ha Shalom,
Mm-hmm.
Mal Ha Chaim,
No. I'm hearing another sound. You're
Mal
just an ah. Mal ah.
Ha Chaim, Mal Che,
Okay.
El Yon. El Yon.
Good. Right, right. Just everybody remember an aleph and an ayin are silent letters. You hear just the vowel, just the vowel. Okay, let's go on. Leslie, read line 7, please.
Mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Okay, so he's actually this is the song, and Janice, read these 1 and 3 here.
Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharet Boachem L'Shalom Malachei Hashalom.
Good, yes. And then Dorothy, 5 and 7.
Baruchuni la shalom.
No, look at this.
Baruchuni.
What about the last letter?
Baruchuni.
Baruchuni.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Did you say that? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you're talking down and I couldn't hear
Okay,
that.
I'll say it
I
louder.
apologize.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, so
Baruchuni la shalom, malachei hashalom. Satachem la shalom.
wait, say this again.
Oh, tzeitchem la shalom,
Li. It's
malachei.
li. It's not la. It's li.
Tzeitchem la shalom,
Right?
malachei hashalom.
Good. Okay. Just so you all know, the 2 dots, the shva, you don't want to hear what sounds like a vowel. No ah or eh. It's li, li. Just the sound that that actual letter would make.
Mhm.
So, as he says, the tzadi is in mitzvah or tzedakah. It's used a lot because we say the word mitzvah a lot, and motzi, we say hamotzi. So
Right.
we do say that a lot. Okay, I am going to stop now because we've really gone ahead, which is good. I was afraid we wouldn't be getting through all of this. So we're on 30, page 30, and you all can page 30 begin. So the schedule kind of let me stop share. So the schedule is a basis, so you can kind of get an idea. But if we can go further, we will. And then we'll have others because I think in another next week, let's see, next week we're going to do a little bit of Passover. I think maybe we should do some brachot and some things for Passover. Maybe you don't know all the letters, maybe you do. We'll work on it, but I'd like you to just get some of those prayers for the Seder and maybe even a song or two. I'll see what I can pull up. Okay, so any questions? Any?
No, just practice, practice, practice.
That's it, just practice. And truly, actually, the way Rabbi Galunkin does it is he really wants you to just read what you see. It may not be a word you're used to, it may not be a combination you're used to, but that's the best, is that reading what you see. And just practicing your vowels. Make sure you get those vowels down always. And because when you change a vowel, you're often changing the word. You're making it a different word. And so you want to make sure that when you are saying prayers and when you are doing that kind of thing, that you are saying the word that it is supposed to be. It is that particular prayer. And as you saw in what he gave us today, he gave us parts of different prayers. So so when you go to services, or if you do services online, this is all going to sound even more familiar to you. So, all right, ladies, have a wonderful Shabbat, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. Okay?